Hello YouTube, this is Thomas Judge back once again, and this is one of my random videos that's kind of, I guess, comic culture related, but doesn't really fit in with a lot of the other things that I do. But this is just a project that I thought I'd start, and so I'm going to film it now. I'll film it as I carry on with the project, and then I'll film it at the end and see if it's actually got somewhere. Long story short, I've had an idea to do with my Displates. Now, if anyone wants to know what a displate is, go on the website. I'll stick the link in the description below. But what a displate is essentially a picture. You can buy them off a website. The website's amazing. They have loads and loads of different pictures and artwork. And what it is a... Ooh, let me just turn that around. It's a picture printed on metal. So what we have here is a picture of Horizon Zero Dawn. So, you can hear that? This is printed on sheet steel. I've got it as a matte finish, no frame, no edging. It's pretty big. Like, this is A2 in size, maybe even larger. It's there. They have three sizes: medium, large, extra large. So this is their large size. Anyway, Displates are amazing. I've got loads of them. I've got maybe 20 of them. They're great. The one issue I have with Displate, and they are a fantastic company, is every time I buy one of these Displates, I get magnets with it, which is exactly how they get put up. They get put on the wall with magnets. And what they do is they send you one of these, and you stick this on your wall, and then they send you a magnet, which you stick literally like there, and then you peel off this little blue bit, and you have this little sticky white stuff, and you stick that on here, and then you've got your magnet, and this whole thing here is stuck on the wall. And it doesn't damage the wall, that's why it says protective leaf. And then what you do, you stick it on the wall, you have your magnet there, and then the picture literally just sticks to it. So, to give you an example of how sticky it is, here's the picture. It is stuck right on there. You can just stick it on there, no problem whatsoever. It sticks right on. It's really cool. Now, for a medium-sized display, you get one of these magnets. And for a display this size, you get two of these magnets. I have like 20 Displates. I don't have them all up at the same time, because one of the massive bonuses of having these things printed onto steel is that you can just switch them over whenever you like. You can just, if you get bored, just take one off, put on the next one. There's no messing around, no faffing trying to orient things. If it's slightly skewed, all you need to do to fix it is just move it like this, however you want, on the magnet, because it's a magnet. So they're really cool, they're really useful, and they're great to like rearrange and move around. The thing is, I have them in like 4 places in my house, and I have like 20 Displates, so I rotate them all the time. What that means is I have literally loads, like absolutely loads of magnets. That's one pile. I got another pile right here. Like, these are all magnets that I just don't need, because every time I buy a Displate, they send me more magnets. And there's no way I can get them to stop. I've tweeted them, I've emailed them, I've asked them when I bought them, and I've sent emails to their billing department saying, can you please not send me magnets, I have loads. Their response kind of makes sense in a superficial way. They're like, oh, but what if you move house? Or what if you repaint your walls? Which makes sense. If you got a few spare magnets, they're useful for that. But I have so many spare magnets that I could literally move house once every year for the next 5 years, and I have enough magnets to last me. Like, I don't need any more, but they keep sending them to me. So I've got a whole pile of magnets, and I found one more location in my house I decided to put up Displates, and that's when I had an idea. And the idea really is to do something cool with the magnets, to have a cool way to put on my Displates. So, what I thought would be cool to do would be to get my magnets and make them into a cool design in and of themselves. So instead of having a black square like this, to actually have them look like something cool like this. So this is a decal I got from a shop in London. But imagine like this. Imagine if this was a magnet. And it looked like this on the wall, and it was like totally cool, but you could put your display on it. But if you didn't want to have your display up one particular day, the magnet would be there behind it looking awesome. So for example, imagine if you had a Spider-Man display on a magnet that looked like this. That would just be awesome. So I started thinking to myself, what sort of image would I want and how would I make it? So this is a project that I'm going to start. The first thing I've done, I've gone and got some old bit of wood, what we have is a really old, really thin, flexible bit of wood. This is from a wardrobe that a friend of mine was throwing out. It's the back panel for a wardrobe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by putting the design I like on here. What I'll do, I'll put the design I like, so it's literally, I'll cut the wood off so it kind of is the width of a display in case I have it landscape, and then I'm going to draw the image I want as big as I want on it, and then cut it out and then essentially cover it in magnets. So I've got like a magnet version of it. And I just thought I'd show you guys this project as it unfolds. So the first question, I guess, is what is the image that I'm going to pick? And there are lots of things I could choose from, but then I'm a comic guy. I'm really into comics. I've done YouTube's most definitive comic reading orders for lots of things like the New 52, Thunderbolts, you name it. And I thought I really do like Top Cow, and I like Witchblade and Darkness and all that sort of stuff. So I've decided to use this image. Alright people, it's been about 2 weeks. I've been working on this project now, on and off in my spare time, evenings. Often when I'm at work, to be honest, I am on Zoom calls and stuff, to switch the camera off and then working on this. So what have I done? I've gone off and I have cut a bit of that wood off that I showed you. That was straightforward to do, just use a handsaw for that, not a problem. And then I designed this. Come on. Not bad for freehand, is it? So that is the Witchblade logo, which hopefully I've just shown you in this video. So this is it, like onto the wood, and then what I've been doing is I've been cutting it out. So to cut it out, I have my handy scalpel set, which you can buy off Amazon for about £10. Pretty good, lasts for a while. I've gone through a couple of blades, but otherwise this is really cool, and this is what I use to cut through the wood. It's careful, detailed work, so I've been using that. And to give you an example, here we are. I cut this bit out. And then what I've done is I've glued magnets on. Cutting the wood was actually harder than cutting the magnets. I didn't realise quite how easy the magnets would be to cut. So to give you an example, this is a bit of magnet that I've got left over. I'm cutting it using scissors. Ta-da! That simple. So actually cutting the magnet, easy. Easy. So that was nice and straightforward. So I've done that and I've stuck it onto the wood. I've stuck it on using epoxy. In this particular case is Gorilla Glue epoxy. If you're in the UK, or if you can get it elsewhere, but any kind of glue would do, I guess. So it's on here, looks cool. So got that in place there. And what I've been doing is I've been working on cutting this out. It's slow, painstaking stuff. If you can see here, it's slowly coming together, but I'm taking my time. I want to get it just right. And the plan is that once I've cut out that wood, I'm going to get my massive pile of redundant and unnecessary magnets that I've been sent. And the plan is I am going to glue these all over the wood. I wonder how many it's going to take. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, something like that. I mean, I'm gonna have loads left over anyway, in case, of course, I move house or paint my walls. But even with those, at least it's something to do with this lot of magnets. So yeah, halfway through the project now. I'm thinking it'll take me another couple of weeks, and then at that point, what I'll do is I will share you guys where I'm putting it and what I'm going to do with it. But hope you're finding it interesting. Wish me luck, and I will see you in a couple of weeks, or about 5 seconds. Okay, and we've got to the end of this little DIY project. It's taken me a couple of weeks, I think, since the last bit of this video that I filmed. So this is the door to my library, and this is a picture on the door. Just to clarify, this is from Bioshock Infinite, video game picture printed on metal, as you can see. And if I just take it off by just pulling it like so, what we have here is a displate, as mentioned before, but behind the displate, as the magnets, we have this. Looks pretty good, I think. As you can see, it's not perfect. It was cut by hand. It's a little bit jagged. It's not quite symmetrical. As you can see here, you can see the seams because it's composed of different magnets. Hopefully when I put this video together, you'll see like an early bit when I show you all the magnets and the dozens and dozens of spare ones that I have. So yeah, I just messed around and I just made this. Yeah, and like I say, if I just turn this around, you can see this is a Displate here, display yourself, printed on metal, and as a result, literally putting it up one-handed. So there's the magnets there. Putting it up one-handed is as easy as just pressing it on the magnet there. Come on, how easy is that? And if you want to adjust it, so for example, if it's a little bit crooked, I can just pull it and it adjusts. Alright, I'll straighten it up later when I've got both hands free. But yeah, Displates, awesome. Way too many magnets, but there's a cool thing that I can do with them. That's it. Oh, when I did the magnets, I ended up with this as leftover. I'm not sure what to do with this, but it does look very cool. And like, I don't know, maybe I can make something out of this. Any ideas? Anyone got any idea what I can do with this bit? It's thin wood with the Witchblade logo cut out of it. So yeah, any ideas, comments down below. But otherwise, hope that was useful, guys. Hope it inspires you to do something interesting with your own Displate magnets.
Everybody, as always, please like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah.
As always, please follow
Enjoy.
me on Twitter at @IamThomasJudge, where I will post a daily review of whatever comics I've been reading. You can get an idea of what I'm up to on the channel. And as always, please support the channel by heading over to Amazon.com and checking out my prose novel about superheroes. It's a completely original piece of work. The first episode in it is called Arrivals, and the series as a whole is called No Gods or Kings. You can find an excerpt of that on my website, nogodsorkings.com. Until next time, everybody, stay classy.